Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Redskins Talk TV. This is your host, Trey. This is a glorious day. We won. I'm happy about the win. Of course, I'm always happy about the win. But the fact that we beat those punk-ass Dallas Cowboys is just more of a reason for me to be happy. Why? Because I live here in South Texas in the Rio Grande Valley, southern tip of Texas, down by Brownsville, about 40 minutes from the border. Got a lot of Cowboys fans down here, a lot of Houston fans. And the Houston Texans fans, they don't really give me shit. But the Dallas Cowboy fans, whew, they want to wait for that every opportunity to approach me so they can talk that noise. And they haven't been able to this season. And when the Cowboys fans are quiet, that's when I'm the loudest. But I'm always talking shit no matter what. Win or lose, motherfuckers. But this game right here, it showed a lot of people who thought that we couldn't beat the Cowboys, because even some of the experts said we're going to lose. But that's besides the point. I don't mind that the experts predict us to lose, because that gives us more fuel to go out there and play our game. And just look at the faces of those who vote against us and how stupid they look in the long run. But that's all right. As a Redskins fan, I'm optimistic. But now, with this 4-game winning streak over, the end of the regular season, we're going to find out later today who we're going to play in the playoffs. And to me, it really doesn't matter. A lot of people don't want us to play the Seahawks. I'm not going to run away from that. If the opportunity is to play the Seahawks, bring them on. I understand Russell Wilson, he's balling. And I just got finished watching a little bit of that game with him. He's putting the ball up, and it just seems like wherever it comes down, in most cases, his players are right under the ball to catch it and, get a big gain or something like that. And, the way they play him, he's making things happen. And, that's good to see him balling. But there's nothing better than getting a monkey off the back by beating a team that has knocked us out of the playoffs the last 3 times that we've been there. So if we get a chance to play them, I'm all for it. I'm going to be excited. But the best part about it is, for the Cowboys fans that want to talk shit, just remember, while you're looking up from the basement talking shit about your 5 rings, you'll also be sitting on the couch with the remote control while you're going to be watching a burgundy and gold. Win or lose, we're taking a step further than y'all did. And we don't have to worry about making it to the playoffs and questioning whether our receiver caught the ball, because Dez didn't catch it. Just to fuck with y'all, because I know someone's going to want to talk shit about that catch from last year with Green Bay. But that's all right. That's how you get to a Cowboys fan, y'all. Just in case you don't know. Talk about that non-catch. Yeah, that's going to rile some feathers in the Cowboy Nation. But this is a good win for us. Man, oh man. I love beating the Dallas Cowboys. We had to do them a solid for when they beat us earlier this season. And again, this was a convincing victory. I wasn't happy about the fact that we allowed them to score, because we got conservative on defense and we allowed them to matriculate down the field. If we want to be a dominating team, we cannot allow for opponents to do that, because we're entering the playoffs and there's no time for us to be conservative. Even when we win, I want us to be able to score and keep the other team from scoring. It's all about dominance. And the best way to shut up the naysayers is to win convincingly on all phases: special teams, offense, defense. It's a mindset that we have to have as an organization to go out onto the field and impose our will. And I guess that's one of the reasons why people don't look at us and take us seriously. And within the Burgundy and Gold Nation, we understand that we have the opportunity to win. And we proved a lot of naysayers wrong. But this is a postseason, and for all those that want to take a credit away from us by saying we've only beat 3 teams that have any type of winning record, we approach every game just like we should. Play every team to the toughest of our abilities. And we lost some close games. We lost some games in which we convincingly got our asses kicked. But in the end, we're the NFC East champs. We solidified that with the win over the Eagles. And now we're going into the playoffs. And I'm really, really happy about that. But I want to pump the foot on the brakes by saying whoever we're going to play next, it's not going to be a cakewalk. But then again, I don't think any team that we played is a cakewalk, no matter if they have a lowly record or not. Because somehow, when there's games in which we're supposed to win, we quote-unquote play down, and the shit ends up getting real bad. But whoever we play, it's going to be a good match. And we have that chance to really surprise some people. So a lot of people out there, a lot of the talking heads are saying, well, now that the Redskins got the NFC East, they're still in the weakest division in the NFC, and our record kind of shows for it. But I wonder what people are going to say if we end up beating that next opponent in the first step of our playoff path. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. I'm optimistic, but also from a realistic standpoint, it's going to be tough. And if we lack the discipline, if we can't get pressure on the opposing quarterback, it's going to be a long goddamn game. That's the truth. And I've complained about this every game this season, even when we won. I'm never happy until we can put together a convincing win. Because in this game right here, where we had them down 24-0 in the first quarter, we allowed them to score. And now that we're going to play against teams that are capable of scoring and scoring in bunches, we can't do that. We can't afford to get behind. And if we get the lead, we have to keep the lead. We can't just trade off the lead. But we are a very capable team. For all my brothers and sisters out there, I hope you all stand with me in what I'm saying. We want to win. And I'm not thinking about the Super Bowl. We have to play each game until we make it to that next step. But I'm not worried about the step after, because we have this one hurdle that we have to get over with this next game. Whether it's Green Bay, Minnesota, or Seattle, it's going to be a tough game. And it's going to be a tough game, especially with if it's Minnesota or Seattle, because we do have a problem with scrambling quarterbacks who don't have an issue with tucking the ball and running. And Teddy Bridgewater, as a rookie, he already beat us, which I'm still pissed off about, because that was RG3's return last season. And for every time he scored, our defense allowed Teddy Bridgewater to score. But it's a different season. Bridgewater's more matured. He's got the weapons around him. He's got a good running game. We need to step up in all phases. But we'll see what happens. Once I find out who we get to play, I'll get a chance to sit down and do a little bit of analytics. I'll be able to see the pros and cons of who we're playing. Because again, it's going to be a tough game. But I'm looking at it from a realistic standpoint that we do have that capability of winning. If we play solid and disciplined football in all phases, there's no reason why we can't shock the world. Anyway, if you like this video, hope that you like, subscribe, and share. And to my Redskins family, hail to the Redskins.